It's simply exploded, my friend. Get ready for your heart to beat faster than a 50-meter sprint. Brandon Beane just confirmed another surprising signing that nobody saw coming. The NFL is in shock and things are heating up behind the scenes. And the best part, I got exclusive details that haven't been revealed yet. But first of all, if you really love the Buffalo Bills, leave your like and subscribe now. Because this play was insane. The Buffalo Bills may have already made a big signing for the wide receiver position this offseason, but that doesn't mean they've done it all. Rumors have been circulating throughout the NFL about Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr., and according to information circulating among people inside the league, several teams may be monitoring his situation closely, including the Buffalo Bills, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Las Vegas Raiders. Officially, Jacksonville has publicly stated that Thomas is available, but international league sources say the situation may not be so simple. The Jaguars are reportedly freely exploring their roster after a disappointing run of results, and Thomas's name has quietly surfaced in trade negotiations, especially after Jacoby Myers' contract renewal. To understand why teams would seize the opportunity, it's necessary to recall Thomas's rookie season in 2024. He emerged with full force, with over 1,200 tanked receptions and 10 touchdowns, quickly establishing himself as one of the most promising young receivers in American football. His combination of speed, size, and explosive playability became a nightmare for defenders. But the 2025 season tells a different story. Injuries hampered him, production dropped, and the Jaguars' offense struggled to find consistency. This drop in performance generated speculation that Jacksonville might consider trading if they received a suitable offer. And that's where Buffalo enters the conversation. The Bills have already made headlines by signing DJ Moore, giving Josh Allen is the true perimeter weapon the offense has needed for years. However, the depth of the roster behind Moore still raises questions. Young receivers like Keon Coleman and Joshua Palmer show potential, but Buffalo may still want another dynamic option to make the passing attack truly unstoppable. Adding a player like Thomas would immediately give the Bills one of the most explosive receiving groups in the AFC. There's another factor that makes him extremely attractive. His Heat contract still has 3 seasons remaining, plus an option for a 5th year, meaning a team that acquires him would have a young, decisive player with a relatively affordable salary cap impact. For a franchise looking to maximize Josh Allen's chances of winning a championship, this kind of opportunity is hard to ignore. Meanwhile, the Eagles are monitoring the situation due to the uncertainty surrounding A.J. Brown, whose name has been mentioned in trade rumors throughout the preseason. If the Philadelphia Eagles trade Brown, a replacement will be needed immediately. But that's not the only development happening in Buffalo. While trade rumors gain momentum, according to headlines, the Buffalo Bills management may be preparing another move that would make Josh Allen even happier, and involve a future defensive Hall of Famer who is still waiting in the free agency market. The Buffalo Bills have already shown one of the most aggressive teams of the 2026 offseason, and it may not be over yet. After another painful playoff elimination in 2025, the organization made it clear that patience was no longer the strategy. Instead, general manager Brandon Beane developed an aggressive approach to strengthen the roster around Josh Allen while the quarterback is still in the prime of his career. The most impactful signing was the blockbuster acquisition of DJ Moore, which gave the Bills the elite receiver analysts had been saying the offense needed personally for years. Moore instantly improves Buffalo's passing game and offers Allen a reliable threat on long and medium passes, capable of changing the course of games. But Beane didn't stop there. Buffalo also reinforced its defense and roster with the arrival of several veterans. Safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson was signed for specific contributions and secondary physical presence. Cornerback D. Alford has joined the defense, and quarterback Kyle Allen has been signed to provide stability alongside Josh Allen as a backup option during training camp. These changes reflect a clear message from the Bills' front office. Time is no longer satisfied with good regular seasons that end before the Super Bowl. However, there is still an intriguing opportunity that could take Buffalo's defense to another level. Veteran linebacker Bobby Wagner remains available on the free agent market, and his name has quietly surfaced as a potential target for teams seeking leadership and defensive presence continues to perform at an elite level. During the 2025 season, Wagner's plays and consistently make decisive tackles remains exceptional. For Buffalo, signing Wagner. But while the Bills consider potential new signings to bolster the roster, another important decision also needs to be made: what to do with some veterans who already know the team's system well. Even after making important moves in the first wave of free agency, the Buffalo Bills still have important decisions to roster with significant signings, including edge Bradley Chubb and the arrival of wide receiver DJ Moore in a high-impact trade. In addition, the team strengthened the secondary with safeties Geno Stone and C.J. Gardner-Johnson. These moves addressed some important needs, but not all. Therefore, Buffalo may still look within its own roster and consider the return of some experienced players. Mentioned names is A.J. Epinesa. The defensive end, chosen in the second round of the draft, has never been an extremely flashy player, but has become a reliable piece in the defensive line rotation. With Bradley Chubb and Greg Rousseau specifically as starters, the Bills still need depth at the edge position. Young Landon Jackson has potential, but hasn't yet shown enough consistency. In this scenario, bringing Epinesa back with an affordable contract could be a logical solution to maintain depth without rushing. Another interesting name is Shaq Thompson. In 2025, he ended up being one of the team's most underrated signings. After injury-plagued seasons, Thompson signed a modest contract with Buffalo, seeking to prove he could still produce, and he succeeded. Throughout the season, he had solid performances and even appeared in important moments, such as the playoff victory against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Although he expects a larger contract off-season, the team's interest has been limited, which could open up space for a new deal with Buffalo. There is also the possibility of the return of a name much loved by the fans, Tre'Davious White. Despite the signing of cornerback D. Alford in free agency, the team is still seeking stability at the position while young players continue to develop. White showed in 2025 that he can still contribute at a high level and played an important role in the wild-card victory against Jacksonville. If his market value remains affordable, a return could be interesting to provide secondary experience. Finally, there's Matt Milano, a former All-Pro linebacker who has always been an important piece in the Bills' defense. Milano offers many options. He can stop the running game, pressure the quarterback, and perform well in coverage. The main concern remains his injury history, but he played 14 games last season, including the playoffs, showing that he can still contribute. Do you think the Bills should try to trade Brian Thomas Jr. to give Josh Allen even more weapons? Or is the offense already strong enough with the arrival of DJ Moore? And regarding the defense, would you like to see Buffalo bring in veteran Bobby Wagner to lead the team in their quest for the Super Bowl? Among the veterans who could still return, who would you re-sign first? A.J. Epinesa, Shaq Thompson, Tre'Davious White, or Matt Milano? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Buffalo Bills news.